are angry. It's okay.
I'm not angry. Except when you keep repeating, you're angry. And that shit's fucking annoying. Like a fucking gnat at a barbecue. Just bugging the fuck out of me.
Good. I want you to say, I'm angry. It's okay. I'll process my anger. I love myself. Woozah.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And boom, we're back. Live and direct from a fucking closet. No, this is actually a hidden room that I'm in my house. I normally shoot the podcast from the guest room, but all of a sudden, like, we have guests lined up for the end of the year, so I'm like, all right, we had to move this stuff. And this room is supposed to be a kid's art room. They don't use it. So now this is where I be shooting the podcast. So I know it looks crazy. I haven't even tested this out yet. You know, you're supposed to test all this shit out before you just start shooting a podcast. So I don't know if it's going to be a lot of echoing. I don't know anything about it. Like, I don't even know how this is going to look. But I already know it's plain as hell in the background. And there's that. That, I don't really know what that is. It's like a yoga chi energy shit. But that's that. But I don't know. I like it, though. It's better than having that in the background. But anyway, so yeah, this is where it's going to be from now on. And yeah, I don't know what I'm doing back here yet. Probably put some pictures of me. Narcissistic. A lot of shit like that. I don't know yet. And, and I'm supposed to try the green screen, but then I don't know. They say when you wave your hands, and I do a lot of hand movements, they say it's going to mess up your video. So, but yeah, I'm going to do a pan around, and I'll post it in the videos so people watching can see it. It's pretty good sized room. I mean, there's a barn door right there. And so I'm hoping like it sounds good and it comes out good. But yeah, I'm supposed to be testing this shit before I did this, but I didn't. So there's that. And that's about it. But interesting, right? So anyways, it's going to be the first podcast. I have no notes. All I have is 2 timers to make sure I don't go over my time. But yeah. So we'll see how crazy out of range I go with talking. And then I'll probably never make a point that I want to make. But yeah. Anyway, so we're in here now. And the guests lined up for the week. I actually have to do a lot of shit coming up. Like, I feel like during the pandemic, I became like this like DIY person. I'm learning how to do shit that I would never do before. Like installing electrical. I don't want to fuck with electrical because I don't want to get electrocuted and get crispy. So I don't really fuck with electrical. But yeah, I've installed a ceiling fan. Did it take me hours to do? Yes, because I was scared I was going to get crispy. And I didn't, even if I shut the power down in the room, I'm still terrified I'm going to get crispy. So I didn't do it. So it took me... like when you see the video, like tutorials how to do it, they're like, this should take you about 30 minutes. Probably took me 3 hours. But now I know how to do it. And now, I'm expected to do it all over the house. So I got to change out some lights. I got to paint. So, before the guests come, and the guests are coming like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So that's going to suck. Also, I got some like construction going to happen in the bathroom. So hopefully it won't happen while I'm doing this shit. Because that's going to be annoying. But, yeah, man, I've been doing a lot of stuff. Like, I installed a cat door, and I'll post a picture of that. And it's not like I bought a door with a cat door in it. I made this shit, like, out of a solid door. I got the fucking, what is it, jigsaw thing. And I had to cut the perfect rectangle and then drill it in and all that stuff. If you look at the picture that I'll post, it's like, yeah, when I did that shit, I felt so accomplished. I was like, ooh, I could build a building. Even when I installed the ceiling fan, I was like, oh, what am I doing? I could build buildings now. I know electricity now. Even though I don't. I mean, I got this second ceiling fan that I got installed and some other lights, and I'm terrified. But, I'm going to get through it, hopefully. Shit. But anyway, today is fight night again. So it's weird that a lot of these times I'm filming this is fight night. And it's Dillashaw versus Sandhagen. And this is when Dillashaw, he's been out because he did that, that blood steroid shit. He did like some advanced steroids. And so I want to see that fight. I'm curious. But I'm not going to talk about that because you guys don't like MMA out here. You guys like college football. Ugh. Everything's about, Roll Tide or Georgia Bulldogs. Okay. For up north people, it's boring. That's college. But I've learned I gotta adapt. And I don't know who the fuck I vote for. It depends who I'm around. I'm that person. If I'm around Alabama fans, hey, I'm an Alabama fan for a day. If I'm around Georgia Bulldogs, I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan for a day. So this shirt I haven't busted out. It took me a while to get ready for this because I didn't want to wear this shirt on here. I haven't worn this shirt in forever because, and for those who are just listening, I'm wearing a Flash t-shirt and I haven't worn this Flash t-shirt in like a year or maybe more because, a favorite comedian of mine, he sent out a Twitter. He was like, his name is Damon Wayans Jr. Okay. So, not the father, the son. He sent a tweet out. He was like, how come all fat people wear Flash t-shirts? And as soon as I saw that, I laughed for an hour and then I cried for 3 minutes because I was like, God damn it, I own a Flash t-shirt. So I haven't wore this shirt since he sent out that tweet. And yeah, I was nervous wearing this on here, but then I was like, you know what? Fuck him. I still love him, but fuck that comment. Anyway, was I right about the whole... I knew Conor was going to lose. I didn't know he was going to lose like that. I mean, everybody's breaking their legs these days, but I didn't know he was going to lose like that. But yeah, he lost, and I'm like, he ain't never going to be saying, he ain't going to win anymore. I'll tell you that right now. He ain't going to win no more. It's like he lost the eye of the tiger, whatever the fuck that means. But yeah, he lost that, so I don't think he's going to win anymore. But yeah, when I saw that leg break, I'm like, he's like the fourth person that's broke his leg like that in UFC. It's like, ugh. You guys gotta, learn how to fucking, learn not to kick certain areas. Jesus Christ. But it's crazy. When I saw his leg break, I feel like my shoulder, like a lot of reasons why this, I keep talking about this fitness channel that hasn't been posted yet. And even though I said I was going to post it like a month ago, it's because I have a rotator cuff injury. And I know, I didn't even want to go to the doctors because that's a whole goddamn thing. But I already know what they're going to tell me. Don't do anything and, ice it or whatever. But here's the thing. Like, I've tried to not... I haven't really iced it, but I've went long periods of time without doing anything, to let it rest. And still the same. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let it rest anymore. But yeah, my fucking shoulder feels like Conor McGregor's leg. It just feels like it's fucking broken in pieces. So, I got to learn how to, do things differently. But, yeah, the thing with the doctors is, man, I don't know about you guys, but every time I go to the doctors, it's the same shit, right? You walk in, you're supposed to have an appointment like at 9 o'clock, right? Say 9 o'clock. So you walk in the doctors, you go in, you meet the first person, receptionist lady, right? And receptionist lady is like, hey, what's your name? And you're like, Diaz. I'm like, Diaz, Raphael. And then like, she said, what are you here for? I'm like, you should know this fucking information. You should just pull up my name, and then be like, oh, you're here because your rotator cuff fucking hurts, right? You would think that, but no, she asked me what I'm there for, and I go, my rotator cuff hurts. And she was like, okay, sit down, the doctor be with you. Is the doctor with you? Sure as hell not. 9 o'clock appointment, doctor saw me at 10:45. Was I angry? Was my blood pressure high? Yep, but did I have to get it down so they don't be like, your blood pressure's high? I'm like, yeah, because you made me fucking wait an hour and 45 minutes. So, the lady that lets you in, right, she's another one. She'll, she lets you in, she weighs you, and then, hey, when I get weighed at the doctor's, if you buy me, just know that I strip, because normally, if you guys know me, I always wear boots. I wear boots fucking 365 days, I'm always wearing boots. So I take off my boots and I take off my jeans. You know why? Because my boots weigh about like 4 pounds, and my jeans weigh about like 4 or 5 pounds, you know, because they're heavy, you know. So I'm like, I'm not gonna let that weight, you know, throw off my real weight, you know. And when it was up to me, I take off my shirt and just leave my underwear on. But you know, you're in a room and there's some people sit outside and shit, so it's weird. But yeah, like, so I strip, you know, she weighs me, she puts me in the room. Before she puts me in the room, she goes, so while I'm getting weighed, she's like, so what are you here for? And you would think that the receptionist lady talked to this lady who just let me in and said, you know, he's here because his rotator cuff hurts. So I got to tell her, I was like, you know, my rotator cuff hurts and I just want to see what's going on, what I got to do, blah, blah, blah. Puts me in a room. Okay. There, you wait another fucking hour, right? Before you see the doctor, you see somebody else. Like, who's the person before the doctor? You see somebody before the doctor. I don't want to say nurse because I don't think it's a nurse. You see the person before the doctor, and the person before the doctor is like, she comes in, she fucking puts that stick in your mouth and you gag. Don't know what that's supposed to test for. Like, what are you testing there? You just jam shit in my mouth. You stick things in my ear. And you don't tell me like, hey, I'm putting this in your ear to check if you got fucking, I don't know, worms or something. You know, let me know what the fuck you're doing. You just like gagging me and sticking shit in my ear. And I'm like, I don't understand what's going on right now. And then, you know, they put that fucking thing, that light in your ear. So she's doing all that. And then she did something like new, like, no, reflex has never been new. I'm wrong about that. Yeah, she did my like hitting my knees and shit. So nothing to do with what I'm there for. My fucking rotator cuff hurts, right? So, all right, she leaves, says the doctor will be with you. And at that point, I'm fucking getting ready to just scream because I'm like, then who the fuck are you? You know, I talked to a receptionist lady. I talked to the wait lady. Who the fuck are you? So she leaves. Then I gotta wait for the doctor. The doctor comes in. And, see, look, I'm getting worked up. I'm turning if you just listen to this, I'm turning as red as this fucking shirt I'm wearing. Doctor comes in and he goes, hey, I'm Dr. whatever, Dr. Flags. And he's like, what are you here for? I'm like, my rotator cuff hurts. Did you not check the fucking memo? I mean, I feel like they write the shit down. It's on a clipboard. You know, everybody has their own notes. Do you guys not share? Like, I want him to come in and be like, hey, so I heard your rotator cuff hurts from 5 different people. You know? Like, wouldn't you think that's what they'll do? But no, he's like, so what are you in for? I'm like, my rotator cuff hurts. I don't know what to do. And now I'm fucking angry. And then, you know, he goes through his little thing and you know, he ends up not helping. That's the thing with these doctors now. Like, I make a doctor's appointment and I know I'm going to have to see another doctor. So I go to the doctor. He goes, you know, maybe you should see this type of specialist. He was like, you know, this sports therapist. I'm like, fuck. Then why the fuck am I here for? You know, what was your point? Because they can never do nothing. Like, yeah, I just test my reflexes and my blood pressure and stuff. He was like, yo, your blood pressure and everything's good. You know, you're good. I was like, okay. But how about my rotator cuff? He's like, yeah, I'm going to give you this referral, send you to a sports therapist. I'm like, all right, cool. You did nothing for me. Great. So now, you know, you got to make an appointment with another fucking a sports therapist. And I don't know if you guys ever been to, like, whenever you got something hurt, I feel like they hurt it more. So I went to a sport therapist, you know, and she was you know, checking it. I was like, yeah, my rotator cuff hurts. And she was like, you know, she had me do all these things. And she was like, yeah, I got to press down here. And let's say, you know, so my pain, let's say it was like at 30%. You know, when I saw her, I'm like, you know, it doesn't really hurt right now because I'm not doing anything to aggravate it. So, you know, the first thing she does, she like tugs on my arm. Hurts. So it goes from 30 to 40. And then she starts making me do all these things. She's like yanking my arm. She's fucking like twisting it, putting me in like a fucking arm bar. And then she's like, how's that feel? I'm like, oh, it hurts. It hurts. Just because I'm not screaming doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. And I don't get that. Like, I don't want to like, not say like I'm manly enough, but I just don't want to be like, ah, you know, I don't want to make those sounds. So, you know, she'll be doing things. I just say, ah, that hurts, you know, but I won't overreact. But she gets me to the point where I want to overreact because she just yanking and twisting. Like the final one, she made me lay down flat and she bent my arm like over this fucking thing. And I was like, ah. My lady, it fucking hurts. Can you not hurt me anymore? And like, by the time you're done with the whole fucking session, you're in pain. Your 30% pain is now at 100% because she did all these things to hurt you. And then she was like, right after that, she was like, I want you to do these exercises tonight, to strengthen your rotator. I was like, I can't even fucking lift my arm. There was even one that I had to take 2 pounds and I had to lift my arms in a Y shape. And I couldn't even do it because she hurt me so much. My arm just stood down. It was like just my left arm was going up and down, and my right arm was just like, it barely went up. I couldn't move it. And then like I'm supposed to update her every day. Like she's like, so how the exercises go? Like what you do? I was like, I did nothing. I was in so much fucking pain. And then she did the cupping thing, and I always wanted to do the cupping thing, but I'm like, it had nothing to do with my rotator cuff. She was like, you got knots in your back. Whatever the fuck that means, right? I hate when they say, like, what the fuck does that mean? They're like, you got knots. Oh, man, you got so much knots. Like, what does that mean? I got knots. What's in a knot? I don't... It makes no sense. Like, you got so much knots, so I did the cupping. I'm like, all right, does that fix my rotator cuff? No, it has nothing to do with it. Okay. I paid you to do something. Fucking fix it. And yeah, so ever since then, this shit has just been broken. So, I'm going to just leave it like that because I'm tired of going to the doctor to go to another doctor to not help me. Just fucking hurt me more. I just got to get better. So, I'm learning how to do shit and lift shit differently so I'm not having all this fucking pain. But yeah, that's me. It's crazy, man. It's like the doctor goes... He told me, like, because I go for everything, man. I'm one of those people. I go for my heart. I check my heart. I check my blood. I check everything. They all say the same thing. They all say it's great. You just, you just fat. They say that without saying that, right? Yeah, your blood's great. Your blood pressure's great. And they always look shocked when they say my blood pressure's great. They always have this face like, oh, your blood pressure's good. I'm like, okay, isn't that a good thing? Are you judging me? They want to say, yeah, your blood pressure is good for a fat guy. That's what they want to say. I'm sorry, I'm being disrespectful. I got to drink some of this iced coffee. So disrespectful. That's good, man. Jesus Christ, that's good. Anybody into that iced coffee? Got into it late, and I'm way into it now. But yeah, physical therapist kills me. Oh, man. But yeah, I was at work on Friday, and I ended up texting my friend because, like, at my job, every Friday they buy you breakfast, right? And I've never understood this since I moved down to the South, right? And up north, I don't think they did this yet. Wow, at least when I was the fuck up there, they weren't doing this. But eating fucking chicken biscuit for breakfast. I don't understand it. I don't understand that. Like, I'm a dude that you eat breakfast foods. Breakfast foods to me are like cereals, oatmeals, toast, avocado toast, eggs, pancakes, breakfast foods. These motherfuckers in the South, I'm gonna get a lot of heat from this because all my friends down here were fucking born and raised down here, so. But I don't understand the excitement. Like, when they buy Chick-fil-A at the office, everybody's running for a chicken biscuit. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? I mean, like, you're eating a fried chicken and a buttery-ass biscuit for breakfast. How are you not dead? How is your cholesterol not through the fucking roof, I don't understand it. It's like, if I'm gonna, I don't eat that shit. I bring my own shit, but if I were to grab something, it'll be something that just has like egg, sausage, or just egg. You know what I'm saying? The biscuit, fine, but I'm just like, chicken biscuit? I still don't fucking understand it. And like, they eat that shit like nothing down here, man. Everything chicken biscuit, chicken and waffles. I'm like, you gotta get rid of the fried chicken. I don't understand that shit. It's crazy. But like being down south, I learned like there's a lot of shit like they're into. Like first time I ever heard like there's weird combos. Like somebody told me like, you know, you put cheese on apple pie. I only heard that when I came down south, and I was like, nope, would never try that. It's probably good, but I'm not gonna try it because it just sounds weird, cheese and apple pie. But yeah, there was one time like a buddy of mine, he brought in a Pop-Tart to work, and I hate people who go like this, like, man, I was running late, I had to grab a quick healthy breakfast snack, and I always look at it because I always want to see what's this quick healthy breakfast snack. And normally it's a Pop-Tart. So I'm like, you know, I don't eat Pop-Tarts no more. I'm 35 years old. I think at a certain age you got to stop that shit. But anyway, yeah, I saw my friend. He brought in a Pop-Tart, right? And then he told me, you know, I said the same thing to him. I'm like, man, you're fucking older than me. You shouldn't be eating Pop-Tarts for breakfast anymore. That's kid shit. You got to let go. You got to let that go. And, you know, he goes, yeah, but they're so fucking good. He's like, it's a quick, healthy snack, but take the healthy out of it. It's a snack. Okay. And then he goes, yeah. He was like, you ever had one with butter? Yeah. And that's what I said. No words came out. I just went, well, you know, just make it extra fat, boy. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, you ever had ranch on your Pop-Tart? Delicious. Like, stop adding crazy shit to something already. You have butter on your Pop-Tart, and there's probably going to be a lot of people going to hit me up and be like, you never had butter on your Pop-Tart? No. Does it say put butter on your Pop-Tart? Like the instructions in the back of the Pop-Tart, does it say, please add butter? Probably not, right? So why the fuck y'all make that shit up, you know? It's so weird. And that's like, I had on one of my topic things, I said I was going to talk about, you know, people like my age who are still like eating fucking like bagel bites and mozzarella sticks for lunch. And I'm like, it's so fucking weird. Unless you're eating at a fancy restaurant and they got like some elevated mozzarella, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you know, the bread crust is made of something different. But if you eating those fucking farmhouse, you know, microwave or toaster oven MOZZIE sticks and you're older. Yeah, and I say MOZZIE sticks. You know why? Because my kids say that and now I say that because I'm fucking cool. But yeah, if you're like past 30 and you're eating fucking MOZZIE sticks for, you know, lunch, hey, do better. I'm going to get my ass kicked right after this one. This is what happens when I don't have topics, you know? I'm shitting on chicken biscuits. I'm shitting on people eating fucking MOZZIE sticks and bagel bites. Do I know somebody who has bagel bites for dinner every day? Yeah, I do, and I apologize to her, and I'm sorry. I'm doing this, but I have to, you know. And she says she eats bagel bites every day. I was like, oh, you know, you're too old. I mean, if you got kids, give them to your kids. You're too old for that shit. Oh, it's crazy. But yeah, man, I don't get that shit either, man. It's like, what is going on, people? At a certain age, you gotta cut that shit out. We're at the age where we're supposed to be eating the healthy shit, you know? We're supposed to last. So we're supposed to have oatmeal and fucking chia pudding and all that other weird shit. We're supposed to be eating that. Not Pop-Tarts, not mozzarella sticks, not bagel bites. I mean, that we had our chance with that. We moved on. We're supposed to move on, but a lot of people do not move on. But I'm gonna get killed. I'm gonna get killed. Anyway, what else I had to talk about? Oh, see how random this shit is. What else I had to talk about? I said I was gonna be like looking people in the eye. That was gonna be a thing. Ooh, I should talk about that because, you know, that's a big thing with me. If you notice, like when I talk to you, I look away a lot because let me tell you why. I don't know if this is gonna be a long story or not, but you know, I always grew up in a neighborhood where people got jokes, you know, and if you look a certain way, if you're out of shape, they got jokes. So I always grew up around having to defend myself, right? So even my family members stay with jokes all the time. You know, we're always hiking on each other. There's never a time where we're not making fun of each other. So, you know, and growing up in these neighborhoods, you know, people got jokes. So, you know, I always felt like I always had a, you know, when I meet somebody and I look at them, even if they're a friend, I had to think of all these jokes in my head just in case, hey, they come out with a joke, I have one back at you, right? And, you know, I grew up around people who were fucking hilarious, you know, so I had to really come with it. So it's weird because, yeah, normally when I meet somebody and I look at them, when I'm looking at you, I'm already thinking of things to make fun of you. It's fucking horrible, right? But it's, you know, it's in me. I can't fucking change it. So what I try to do when I'm talking to you and stuff, if you see me look away, it's not. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not shy. You know, I'm just in my head. I'm trying to say, hey, stop making fun of him. You know, it's terrible. Like, I meet people at work and I'm just like, I'm looking at them. I'm like, oh, I have so many jokes. And that's a shitty quality to have. But I blame my family and I blame where I grew up because you had to do it, you know. These motherfuckers are witty as hell these days. You got to come with it, you know. So, yeah, normally, like, if you see me, I can't look in your eye for the whole fucking conversation. Plus, I don't like that anyway. It's like, what are we doing here? Are you going to take me to dinner? Are we going to a hotel after this? Like, don't fucking look in my eye if you ain't, you know, my significant other. If you ain't wifey, whatever the fuck she is, don't be looking at me in the eye like that. It's weird because this guy at work, the IT guy, and damn, I'm saying this, damn, I'm not going to blow that shit out. I should have said that. The IT guy at work, right? Fuck him. He's cool, whatever, but he has this problem where he likes to look you deep in the eye, and I find that weird. I'm like, I thought it was the thing he only did to girls, maybe like, you know, because he's trying to flirt with the girls or whatever. But, you know, like, every time I have a conversation, he's like so deep in my eyes. I'm like, dude, what are we doing here? Are we going to make out right now? I just asked you, you know, I have an error on my computer. Can you fix it? You know, my phone doesn't have my name on it. Can you put it on there and not look at me in the eyes? It always feels like I'm about to get raped by the fucking IT guy. Oh, shit. I'm going to have 0 friends after this episode. This is why I need topics. 0 friends I'm going to have. But, yeah, he got to cut that shit out, man. And I said this to people in the office, and, you know, people in the office can't stay quiet, so I'm sure the shit spread to him already. Because, you know why? I think it probably spread to him because he hasn't looked at me like that ever since. So, yeah, he probably already knows, so fuck it. And he ain't going to watch this shit anyway, you know. But, yeah. Oh, what else had I talked about? Oh, so, you know, without talking about working out that much, I've been actually putting on some fucking muscle. I've been doing this push-pull thing. Push-pull legs, push-pull legs. I never did that combo, you know, because they said that was like a bro split. I always did like a body part a day, right? But the boy's getting strong, man. If I wear a fucking tank top, you see I got some strengths going. Some strengths. And then I was thinking, like, I was driving on the car, like, because I'm, like, you know, feeling on myself and shit, you know, because it's getting there. You know, it's a long process, but it's getting there. And I'm feeling on myself, and I'm like, you know, I'm talking about, like, somebody on the radio was like, they always do these things, like, do you prefer a dad bod? Or, you know, aesthetics. Aesthetics is the guy, you know, who's ripped to shit. And you see, like, everything. You see the full 6-pack. You see the V. You see his dick root. You see all that shit, right? So I'm like, all right. And then, you know, a lot of percentage of the women these days are saying, you know, I like dad bods. But I'm like, what do you think is a dad bod? Because there was one video where I saw, and she was like, a dad bod. And I looked at the dude, and I'm like, this dude is fucking ripped. That's not a dad bod. I'm like, he was like, I mean, he didn't have, you know, the 6-pack with the dick root, but he had, like, you know, like a 4-pack, you know, and he was like, you know, kind of deezed up. And I'm like, so what are the women thinking dad bods are? I mean, because a dad bod, honestly, the guy has a belly. That's belly. He's not toned. You know, that to me, that's a dad bod. So, like, I don't know what the fuck women are thinking dad bods are, but yeah, it's not it. From the videos I'm seeing, it's not it. If the guy ain't chubby and has no definition, that's a dad bod. And that's it. It's like, what the fuck are you guys thinking? Like, they were like, yeah, I prefer dad bod. And then a real dad bod steps in front of him, like, yep, nope. I want the guy with the 6-pack dick root. Yeah. so y'all ladies got to, really think about dad bod. If you say you like a dad bod, you like a chubby dude with no tone, no definition. And that's dad bod. Easy put like that, And I don't understand what's going on with that shit. But shit. I mean, dad bod even has man boobs. Some dad bods have man boobs. I got man boobs. Oh, and I got a story about man boobs too. I was supposed to talk about that too. And see how it naturally comes up? So I remember. Oh, this is great. The same friend that I'm ripping on about the bagel bites, she was the one. It was one day. It was a group. There was a group of us. It was 4 of us, me included. And I'm at my computer working, and they're having, they're talking about, I guess, dad bods, but in a different way. So, right, they were talking about 2 different things. Oh, and this is funny. Ooh. They were talking about how, they don't like guys. It was girls. And they were like, they don't like guys with man boobs, right? They think that was disgusting. And, they kept, shitting on it, right? I remember I was at my computer. I was typing. And I heard that. I took off my AirPods because, I could kind of still hear. So I took off my AirPods. I turned and I looked at them. And I was like, please, finish this conversation. And then they were just shitting on him. They're like, oh, that's disgusting, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, yeah, I would never talk to a guy like that. And I'm like, what do you think I have? And then you got 2 friends, right? You got the ones that are, they're nice to try to save your feelings, right? They'll be like, they'll act like you don't have them, right? There's that type of friend. They'll be like, you? What? And that's what they hit me with. These were those friends. They were like, you? No. You? Yeah. Yeah. You want me to shake them for you? I got those. But yeah, you got to understand. I was a 300 plus man. And now I'm not. Shit sags. But, and there's that friend. And then there's a friend who knows you have man boobs and addresses it right out. And I like both type of friends. I get it, right? I get the ones that try to save your feelings, but, it doesn't bother me not one fucking bit. And then I get the ones that, are just straight out, right? Like, man boobs like you. And I'm like, I'm cool with that too. So either friend, I'm cool with you. But sometimes the ones that like, just like, you don't have that, it gets a little annoying sometimes because you want them to be like, yes, I do, but I get what you do. Anyway. And then the second thing they were talking about, and this is just random as shit. They were like, I think guys with uncircumcised penises are nasty. I'm like, hey. I'm like, is this shit on me day? Because your boy got skin. And it was just like, what the fuck? Were you guys just trying to say you hate me without hating me? And I'm still good friends with all of them. I mean, like, we're great friends, but I'm like, well, I'm sorry. Because, I'm shitty. I don't call people back, and I'm horrible with that. Anyway, but yeah, I was like, what the fuck is y'all? Yeah, shitting on me today? It was just shit on Raph day. I was like, you practically said you hate a person like me. But yeah, according to them, yeah, they weren't talking about me. So yeah, I'm excused. But I found that shit hilarious. Yeah, man. Man boobs. Fuck that shit. I'm trying to get rid of that shit since what? Fucking 8th grade. Or whatever. Whenever I started getting thick. No, not thick. Got fucking obese. Now your boy thick, but boy was obese. Jesus. Don't miss those days. Yeah, what else? Damn, I'm going over time. That was my goal, not to go over time, but I'm going over time. But what else I got? I don't really got nothing else. You know, this was random as shit, and these are always going to be random as shit from now on. Like, oh, I could go over. I fucked up the last podcast, and I could talk about that too. I was talking about Rush Hour coming out, and my friend texted me. He was like, "Hey, that came out in 2006 or some shit," and he was fucking right. I looked at my Hulu. I don't know why my Hulu is. I'm watching new episodes. I'm watching this show called Manifest, which is great. I'm watching that show. And then the commercials, it keeps showing Rush Hour like it's coming out like, next week. So I'm like, that's why I did the podcast and I was, talking about that. I'm like, oh, this shit's going to be horrible. And then, he had texted me that. He was like, this shit came out like 2006. And then I Googled it. And yep, he was fucking right. And I was like, wow, I was just so fucking off. I was telling everybody, yeah, Rush Hour was coming out. And it already came out. Oh, and by the way, I predicted it. I said it was going to fucking bomb, and it did. Bombed so much, I didn't even know about it. This happened, 2000? It came out 2006 or 2016, something like that shit. And I didn't even know about it. I think 2016. Didn't even know about it. That's how bad it did. But it was so funny that I was so off. And yeah, if you're listening to this, or you catch shit like that, let me know. I'll bring that shit up. Yeah, I fucked up. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be so terrible. I can't wait. Watch it. And yeah, it already came out and bombed. Well, happens. That's what happened. Your boy's not prepared. I'm just so random with shit, and that's what happened. But yeah, so don't look forward to Rush Hour, or if you want to see it, go back. Try to find it somewhere if they still have it out and watch it and watch how bad it is. It's going to be terrible. I'll probably watch it just to fucking have some jokes on here. I also wanted to start doing that, but it might benefit more people who watch this than listen to it. I'll start playing some shows and then have my comments on that. But yeah, I'm watching Manifest and I think that show's awesome. They say it's like Lost. I've never seen Lost. I heard like Lost has like 72 seasons or something ridiculous like that. But they're saying it's like Lost, but I never seen Lost, so I can't compare it to nothing, But I like it. It has some cheesy moments, sure. But yeah, I'm starting to become a fan of that. And what else? That's about it. Yeah, right? That's all I'm watching is the Manifest. This is a show called Evil. It's all right. But yeah, I haven't been watching anything, man. I come home, I'm fucking fried. I don't want to do anything. This is why I do this shit on Saturday, because I couldn't, Monday through Friday, after I get home from work, my brain is fried. I don't look at my phone. Like, I'll check a text now and then, and I'm just like, yeah, nope. I'm not doing it. I'm not here today. I zone the fuck out, Especially when you got to wait in traffic. Ugh. Traffic. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I think I'm going to end this one because, I keep going over. It's the 30-minute mark, goddammit. And yeah, that was my first random-ass episode. And you see how crazy I am. The randomness. It's only going to get worse from here. But yeah, I'm hopefully, you'll see some changes on the video thing, I want to do some things, where I show some video editing skills, because I'm starting to get them. You can't really put it on a podcast. It's too much, so. But yeah, gaming. Probably no one's into that. But I want to start doing some Call of Duty. So if anybody plays Call of Duty and if you're good, help me out. I need somebody to carry me through my first fucking win. I haven't won Warzone not once. I need somebody to carry me through my first win. Like I told you, I suck. Well, I don't suck. I'm at that in between level. Like, I'm good enough. I'm aware. I know what to do. Blah blah blah. But I ain't out here killing like 14 people per Warzone game and shit. I'm not that type of dude, but I'll revive the shit out of you, That's why I always tell people, you need armor, satchel, whatever the fuck. Boom, I got you. So I need somebody to carry me through a fucking first win. And yeah. And then They just announced a game that I played a long time ago, Dead Space, is coming out, and I'm like, ooh, it's a scary game, and I love scary games, so I'm definitely gonna live stream that one. I was supposed to do live stream Resident Evil, the last Resident Evil, but I ended up beating the shit and didn't live stream it at all. Fucked that up, and I got mad. I fucked that up. I was like, damn it. This would have been good recording, because there were some moments that I got scared and I was like, shit like that. So, yeah, that's it, man. 40 minutes. Woof. Anybody still listening? Make sure to like and subscribe. Damn, it took a while to throw that one out. Like and subscribe. I know a lot of people, it's interesting. A lot of people don't really have YouTube accounts. I have one because I like saving things and like videos, so I could go back and laugh at them later, or share them with friends. And I just noticed a lot of people don't have accounts. Like, I walked around the office, I'm like, hey, you listen to me, right? They're like, yeah. And then they could tell me everything I said and they'll want to talk about it. But I'm like, hey man, subscribe. Fuck. And they're like, well, I don't have an account. And I'm like, oh. Well, fucking make one. Make a fake account. Subscribe. You don't even have to watch every episode. Just subscribe. Get your boy out of here. I want to do different things. So, yeah, that's it, man. I'm going to put out some videos. I'm just lazy with it. I already have my Halloween costume picked out. Michelle, I'm predicting this now. What the fuck? This is July. Halloween's October. I win Halloween. That's all I got to tell y'all. I win Halloween already. And it's crazy because it came to me in a fucking, I woke up in the morning, I brushed my teeth, 4 a.m., and it goes, this fucking thing in my head says, this is what you can be for Halloween. And you're going to slay. So yeah, Halloween costume already fucking picked out. And I'm telling y'all now, you come back to this episode 8, whatever the fuck number this is, and you'll see. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good one. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm sure I forgot things. I go upstairs and I'm like, I should have did this. I should talk about this. I should have did this. But, that's what it is. But anyway, guys, I will see you on the next one. Later.
Don't be angry.
I'm not angry. I think it's funny.